Hey, Jalen, I just want to let you know we're out of cheese.
It's a me, a Mario.
It's no lie that Mario has left an everlasting impact on the gaming industry. Say what you want about Nintendo and their very many dumb decisions when it comes to controversies. How many fan games have they taken down in the last 10 years? Give me a good estimate. Super Mario is popular, and when something gets popular, it grows a fan base, and those fans will go on to create wonderful stuff. And some very questionable things.
Time to take a piss. What the hell are you doing?
If you didn't find this video funny, or if you just were outright disgusted, just be lucky we're talking about Mario fan creations and not Sonic fan creations. That's like 10 times worse, and I'm not ready to go down that rabbit hole unless you guys want to see that video. So in today's video, we're going to be hopping back in time in the early 2010s or early 2000s to look back on the Mario fans and the creations. Did some of these creations go on to become popular? Were they forgotten? Or were they just a simple haha funny joke, then we all moved on? Also, while I won't be able to talk about almost everything I want to, I will try to bring up some other YouTubers or content creators that I found worthy enough to be in the video. And this video, it's just supposed to be made for fun and nostalgic bait. Kind of like Disney. So the video will be split into 3 different categories. For the first category, we have plush videos, self-explanatory. The second category, funny videos. It's basically just putting Mario and the Mario cast in funny scenarios, often for a quick, simple video. Sometimes it turns into a whole series. And for the third category, we have parodies, which involves putting the Mario series into, well, a parody of some sorts. We'll kind of elaborate later when we get to that category. But for now, hope you're all having a good day. Why don't you sit back, relax, and dive back in time as we go into this Mario nostalgia. Over the years, plush tubers have become its own category on YouTube. Many videos racking up millions of views, and you can tell that most of these YouTubers were just Mario fans trying to make fun videos. Now, if you've been on YouTube or the internet for a while, you most likely know about the YouTube channel SML. Just a quick recap, SML is a plush channel run by Logan and his friends, the main cast often being Logan, Lavelle, Pooby, Lance, and Elena. The skits often contain characters like Junior and his 2 friends, Joseph and Cody. There's also Jeffy and his parents, Rose and Marvin, and Ronald McDonald. Why did they make him a character? But wait a minute, what does any of this have to do with Mario, you may or may not be asking? Well, back in the day, Logan used to use the Mario plushies a lot, but Nintendo did their Nintendo thing, and yeah, now they're using puppets, copyright-friendly puppets. At the end of the day, it's just kind of whatever. The puppets allow the characters to be more expressive, plus Logan has full legal control over the puppets, I think. But the plushies will be forever missed. So I don't want to talk about modern SML because everyone and their grandmama has done that. So if you want me to talk about the controversies or why people don't really like it nowadays, I'm not really gonna do that. This is a nostalgia video, so I want to go back in time. You know, I'm talking about before Jeffy was even a character on this channel, and I just want to go back in time and show you my favorite videos from back in the day. This channel is supposed to be chill and relaxing. This video is supposed to be chill and relaxing. So if you want to go watch a different video talking about the crazy stuff that happens with modern SML, go ahead. I don't really care. Anyways, here's an old video from like 10 years ago. In 2012, the video Mario and Bowser's Stupid and Crazy Adventure Episode 1 was released. This was my introduction to SML. To this day, I still prefer this small batch of episodes over whatever SML is currently releasing. Yeah, no diss to modern SML. I don't really care about the stuff they're pulling out now. The plot is about Peach going missing, so Mario goes on a mission to save her since he's desperate for love. Meanwhile, Bowser is watching his favorite show, Charlie and Friends, till Charlie quote-unquote goes missing. Being desperate to save his favorite show, Bowser joins Mario. Why? Well, there's not really a good reason why. That's why I just love this. It's stupid and random, and it's really funny.
I think that there has to be something else besides brushing his teeth, because if we brush his teeth, he's pretty much dead. And we need him. We need the answers. How about we just waterboard him? Tell us the answer, Sonic!
Bowser just carries all of these videos. The stuff he does just makes me laugh out loud.
Okay, so how are we gonna wake him up? How is this supposed to help him, Bowser?
I don't know, but it's fun.
There's also non-Nintendo characters like Chef Pee-Pee, who is a chef that doesn't really get paid much, and he really hates his life. I can relate in a way. There's also Sonic, who is British now. Why? Again, like, that's the joy. Like, it's stupid and crazy, and I love it. There's also a black Yoshi, and his whole thing is, well...
Oh, playing some Call of Duty, gonna get the chopper, gonna kill him. Yeah, gonna level up fast. Black Yoshi, Black Yoshi! Boozer, get out my face, man. I told you, you can't ride me. That's gay, folk. Look!
Some of you may be thinking, well, you're probably just blinded by nostalgia, and you're right. This is a nostalgia video after all. What did you expect? I just think it's fun to compare old SML to modern SML. Back then, characters weren't really overused and put into every video just because they were fan favorites. I'm just saying, it's just sad to see characters like Mario, Bowser, and even Chef Pee-Pee be completely sidelined. Though I haven't really seen the new videos, so I may be wrong. The thing is, it's not even SML that I think kind of falls down this path. Like, a lot of shows like SpongeBob and Family Guy, like, you can tell back then they were in their peak, but as more and more episodes and seasons started coming, the quality and writing has just gone downhill. And in fact, we're going to talk about another YouTuber later in the video that I think falls down this path. Just like everything else in this video, I advise you to go seek out the re-upload or just the easy way of watching this series, because even though it's like very old and the quality might not be the same compared to modern SML, like, I still think it's a good video series that a lot of people kind of overlooked back in the day. So that was just one Plush tuber. Who else is out there? Well, there is this video by Sony Boy called 25 Ways to Kill Yoshi. Over 1.4 million people liked this video, and I'm one of them. There was another popular Plush channel back in the day that even rivaled SML in a way. Cute Mario Bros. Now, I need to mention, unlike other things in this video, this was one of the few things I did not grow up watching, so my research may be a bit off, and if it is, please let me know in the comments. Other than that, this is my introduction to Cute Mario Bros. So let me see the notes I have so far. So for Cute Mario Bros, I decided to choose two random videos to watch: Home Alone and Mario Run. Home Alone is about Mario having to go to the store, so he leaves Luigi home alone. Get it? Cause it's the title of the video? Then Luigi just strips his pants off. Oh dear God. Luigi does the old I'm home alone, and he starts doing stupid crap till he realizes he's not home alone and he's being stalked by this thing. After being chased around, Luigi wakes up revealing it was all a dream. Or was it? Yeah, this was only 7 minutes, but hey, the humor kind of makes up for that.
What all the chips?
Something you may notice instantly is Mario is not actually a plushie, he is an action figure. I tried finding if there was a specific reason for this, why Mario is not a plushie, but if I had to take a simple guess, this was all the brothers had, and yet I know they're not actually brothers, we'll get to that later, but this was all they had, a Mario action figure. When you start a channel for the first time, you're not going to really have everything that you need at first. That's why it's okay to work with what you have. So that's why I think this was all they had, a Luigi plushie and a Mario action figure. But if I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. Mario Run. So the plot consists of Mario wanting to lose weight because he gets jealous of Peach's new boyfriend. So Mario goes on a good run to get fit, only for the results to be...
Damn, boy, he's thick! Boy, that's a thick-ass boy! Damn!
Mario then decides to lose all fate till he sees Kermit and this weird old dude. Apparently, it's Mr. Hyde watching a commercial for weight loss surgery. Mario then decides to get surgery and then he comes back. Oh shit, Mario had a few too many super mushrooms. Bro, Kermit's face sums up my honest reaction to this. Anyways, it turns out Peach's boyfriend is actually Daisy's boyfriend and Peach's real boyfriend is...
Hello, pleased to meet you.
Okay, maybe it's time I talk about the two people behind this channel. Cute Mario Bros was worked on by Tyler and Ricky, and like I said before, they're not actually brothers. I'm really glad I researched this right before recording this audio. The channel was formed in 2006, predating SML and being the first Mario Plush channel. And the channel did have an impact. You can tell by all the Mario Plush videos that you can see constantly today. However, sadly, the channel was abandoned by its creators, and it's an easy reason why. They had a different career path in mind. So, from what I can find, Tyler is now a musician for a band named Youth Fountain Music, and Ricky is now an animator. Apparently, I can't really find proof on Ricky being an animator. Good for both of them, honestly. I do think it's important to follow a career path, even if it makes your fans upset. Anyways, I really need to move on. I really want to spend more time on this channel, but I'm on a time crunch and there's still tons of other topics to talk about. I will say this though, Cute Mario Bros did upload a movie. Unlike SML, what Logan failed to do. I'm kidding, I don't want to throw too much shade. Okay, so let's check out one more Plush channel to finish off this category. Then we'll talk about the honorable mentions. This was a channel I also grew up with, but sadly this YouTuber would also quit YouTube. This is Super Plushie Bros, also known as Anthony and Josh. And yeah, this is a plushie channel and the videos are really good. There's even some voice acting involved and yeah, it's really good. I wouldn't be talking about it if it was bad now. And yeah, it is another plushie channel where it's just Mario and gang getting into random scenarios.
Yeah, now this is my kind of power-up. Look at me! I can fly!
One of the videos that got the channel popular was the Mario in a Nutshell series, and it was basically just parodies of the games that were coming out, like Mario U and Mario Wii. There was also the Mario and the Bendy in the Ink Machine crossover videos, and yeah, these were my personal favorites. I really loved the gag of Mario confusing Bendy for Felix the cat, and hey, they also had a movie come out. But if they had all this success, why did they quit YouTube? Okay, so I made a mistake. After doing some extra research, I found out Anthony does not like to be considered a plush tuber, just a normal YouTuber, regarding some stuff with Kappa or Kappa. I play Yokai Watch way too much. Thanks to Kappa, many YouTubers were being screwed over and YouTube was not really doing anything about it. So if you come across a video with comments turned off, you know who to blame. Anthony was also having issues with his Discord server and how he had to shut it down due to drama. People were asking for his contact information, constantly asking for shoutouts, and even putting him in group chats with people he doesn't know. And it's most likely these were either weirdos or kids without a sense of awareness. If you check the latest video on the channel, it was announced the channel is over. Many projects got cancelled, and if you check the post he made, he found out YouTube was affecting his social life and mental health. I have no idea what was happening behind the scenes, but I do know it's none of my goddamn business. I tried checking out the Plush channel, which seems to be a podcast, but it got deleted. Again, I don't know why. However, I do know one thing. Anthony at the time had his subscriber count turned off because he did not think the amount of subscribers someone has should dictate how good their work is. And yeah, if you check now, YouTube changed their settings and you can see he was close to 100k subs. But like I said, he didn't care because it shouldn't dictate how good your work is. And yeah, I somewhat agree. And to the super plushy bros, I hope life's treating you well and thank you for a great childhood. Before we wrap up the plush category, here are some honorable mentions. First up, Luigi fan 00001. While he doesn't solely make Mario content, he does have videos featuring Mario characters. One of the videos that really caught my attention was a parody of Total Drama Island featuring tons of characters from different IPs. And this channel does more for the Brutals than what Nintendo was trying to do with them. There's also some decent custom made plushies. There's also Goomzilla, whose first and most popular video being Bowser's Mushroom Factory, coming out all the way back in 2010. Surprisingly, the channel is still active to this day. While we did lose some YouTubers who did help build our childhood, at least we know they ended their careers on their own terms. Okay, so now we're on the funny videos category, which involves putting the Mario characters into funny skits / scenarios, kind of like Mario's Restaurant.
You can go to hell, Mario.
One of the first forms of funny Mario content is Mario bloopers. No, not that blooper. Blooper reels.
Ow! My nose. Sorry, bro.
This is actually a form of content that is still used to this day. Channels like Lockman and Level Up still make Mario blooper videos. I even found a blooper video made for Mario Wonder. But what is a blooper video? Well, in the case of these videos, a blooper video is just funny mistakes happening in Mario games, like Mario getting sick after eating a power mushroom, or Bowser deciding to use the axe to cut the bridge. Yeah, that's karma, Mario. The Pacific blooper videos I grew up watching originate on Newgrounds. However, I didn't watch them until someone re-uploaded them on YouTube. Yeah, there's a lot of edge to these videos, but it was a time where everyone was trying to be edgy. Like, they gave Shadow a gun and they turned Bomberman into this. There was a lot of people trying to do their own version of Mario blooper videos, but a popular one being Mario's Castle Calamity, which is the concept of Mario trying to blow up castles, but it always fails. This concept originates back in 2009 by the user Bigfoot3290. These were entertaining and all, but my personal favorite comes from a YouTuber named Game Master. And yeah, it's technically Mario's Gold Calamity, but it's still the same concept. But hey, while I'm talking about this YouTuber, this same YouTuber, Game Master, also uploaded a video called Mario Go, a parody of Pokemon Go, but with Mario enemies. This is so cool. Like, Nintendo, please do something like this. They're probably not, like, never, but you know what? Fine, someone made like a Mario Mon game, I might just play that. This is also a good time to mention, I'm gonna leave a link to these videos in the description, and I recommend you please watch them if you haven't. Like, they're really good and entertaining. Okay, so there's a popular YouTuber who used to kind of do blooper videos. However, he kind of made his own style of videos. And yeah, it's very similar to SML. It's SMG4.
SMG4, the star, the man of the hour.
Fans are about to hate what I'm gonna say, but it's really strange how SML and SMG4 are really similar with how the channels changed over the years. SMG4 was created by a dude named Luke. And at first, the videos had simple gameplay footage of Mario 64. However, Luke would start using Gmod to bring videos more life and personality, and even some funny memes.
How can I help you?
Hey, hey, hey! I'm Sonic! Sonic the Hedgehog!
What the fuck is a Sonic?
Wanna be friends?
2016 and 2017 is what I like to consider the best years for SMG4. and yet it was really peak in my opinion. The concept was simple. You had Super Mario, who was now Stupid Mario, and then there was SMG4, in other words, a OC insert of loot. SMG4 was kind of like the way to contrast Mario's crazy personality. The videos are really funny and really good, and looking back now, my personal favorites have to be the hotel video. All three of them, and yeah, I know technically one of them's not a hotel, but same thing. The videos usually had a pop culture reference or a popular sound from another video. Like SMG4 is the reason I know about Tourette's guy.
Fuck, oh!
When I was young, I would go to a playlist that had all the SMG4 sound effects, and I would just play that on loop and giggle my ass off. There were even special kinds of videos, like War of Fat Italians and the Sendonars. Okay? As a kid, when I wasn't watching SML, I was watching SMG4, and to be honest, I loved both growing up. Well, not anymore. I just kind of look at the channels now to see what videos they have now. I don't really watch them anymore. I want to go back to those 3 hotel videos, because each video was made in a different era of SMG4. Back then, when characters spoke, all they had were text above their head, and yeah, we just kind of had to read that. Yeah, I'm kind of glad they have like audio or just straight up voice acting, because reading them is just kind of boring. Plus it brings more life to the videos. Before we had characters like Meggy, Tari, and even Bob, there was Lakitu, who was the cameraman. Wait a minute. If Lakitu is on camera, then who the fuck is recording him? There was also the Mario recolors, which basically filled in the role of background characters. Some of them were just background characters, some of them were like OCs, I think, kind of like how SMG4 is Luke's OC, or most of them were just forgotten side characters. However, an arc will kind of come out explaining the deal with them. Okay, interesting. Yeah, like I said, these were just a simple way of introducing new characters like SMG3, X, and FM. Oh crap, I also forgot, during the special kind of videos, specifically during the War of Fat Italians, there was always a song that would appear. I'm pretty sure this trend didn't start till 2014's War of Fat Italians. Yeah, the songs are really good. I love them. I can't even remember what was the first SMG4 video I even watched, but if I had to take a wild guess, I think it would have to be the Shoot to the Observatory in the Sky video. And yeah, that was a really good one. This frame of Kirby is a perfect example of my life right now. Okay, so there's a lot to talk about when it comes to SMG4, and heck, maybe one day I'll come back and give the channel a better look, but as for now, we're kind of moving on. Nice of the princess to invite us over to show off her new PC, eh, Linguini?
I hope she made lots of YTPs.
Linguini, look! It's from King Cooper. Dear pesky moderator, since you banned me from the Discord server, I created my own Discord server and invited Peach. We're gonna watch YTPs all night. We gotta save the princess. No. YTP. YouTube Patrick Stewart. That joke was more crappy than the Emoji Movie. I'm only saying this because I'm probably the only person in the world that doesn't think the Emoji Movie is that bad. YouTube Poop Videos takes footage from movies, games, cartoons, and edits them to make them silly and absurd. Guess who has games, a cartoon, and now a movie? Hotel Mario was the prime target to these videos since the cutscenes were really bad in that game. However, YTPs kind of brought a new light to them. Lines like, I hope she made lots of spaghetti, and all toasters toast toast end up being so iconic that people still joke about it to this day. Heck, someone got Charles Martinet to say the stupid toast line like 7 years ago.
You know what they say, all the toasters toast the toasters.
The humor for most of them were often edgy, like the Mario Brothers being shot at. And like I said before, people made YTPs based off the Mario movie and even the forgotten Mario cartoons, which, if my research is right, this YTP seems to be the first YTP ever made. I mean, after watching it, it does seem like the first of its kind. Like, it feels like a YTP, but it kind of lacks a lot of things. Which I'm not gonna judge like people that were working on that, because that's a crappy thing of me to do. There's not really anything funny. It's just Luigi getting constantly hit by a bullet bill. Again, I'm not trying to be a jerk or anything and just trash on it, but it does feel like this is the first of its kind, and like I said before, this is possibly the first ever YTP. To me, what makes a good YTP is the humor, the edits, and the slight edge. A good example, look at Hotel Mario Maker. This came out when Mario Maker came out in like 2015. That's about all I have to say about this topic. I didn't really care about YTPs growing up besides the few I showed off in this video. It was a bit odd for me growing up, but it's just kind of whatever, and you can see the impact YTPs have today. I mean, like, look at Spinge Binge. Does anyone remember Spinge Binge?
Are y'all ready, kids? Oh shit!
I also wish to forget sometimes if it wasn't so damn funny. Now, here are some honorable mentions. So, Dorkly makes video game parody animations, and yeah, they made a Mario one. Okay, they made a lot. Their most popular Mario video is Mario Goes Berserk. Mario goes on a rampage, and, well...
Out of here! Stand your ground, brother! No! Please!
The only reason I knew about this channel growing up is because some of the audio used ended up appearing in SMG4 videos. These are very small videos and they're really short, and if I had to compare it to anything, it's a Family Guy cutaway of all things, and I'm talking about a good cutaway. Boy, this is more weird than that time Sega bought the rights to Mario.
What the? Oh my god, my legs!
Mario!
Ah, Luigi! Something's wrong!
Mario! Help me!
It's a simple premise by the YouTuber Dane Bow, who has Mario as a roommate, and this often leads to Dane just trying to get through a normal day till Mario comes in and does Mario things like throw fire and ice balls at a couch. Honestly, as long as Mario pays rent with those gold coins, I'm completely fine with having him as a roommate. Like, he can buy his own couch as long as I have my own couch. I'm talking the double-decker couch from the Lego movie. Honestly, these videos remind me of something I would see on old school Smosh when it was just Ian and Anthony. After doing some research, I did find out Dane did collab with Smosh last year, and when I found that out, that's where I also realized they are also the reason Annoying Orange is a thing. I'm sure a lot of you already knew that, but for me, I did not know this before. Welcome to the parody category, where these are parodies of the Mario series. And yes, technically speaking, stuff like Dorkly and SMG4 could be put into this category, but please, I just needed a decent way of organizing these videos for when I'm editing it. So expect to see stuff like Mario being a badass or Mario being a drug addict, I guess. Speaking of Mario being a badass, before the Mario movie came out, this was the closest thing I had to a Mario movie. This was a parody of Mario being in the war. Okay, so I haven't seen this movie for like 10 years, so rewatching this is gonna be an experience for me. So far, this fan film reminds me of what the original Mario movie could have been if it wasn't a complete dumpster fire. If they wanted Mario to be dark and edgy, they should have fully committed to it. Not that I want that, but still, this Mario Warfare movie is amazing. Within the first 2 minutes, they made Toad a kick-ass bodyguard. Toad, who is normally a wimp in the games. Besides Captain Toad, he's very strong and bold. Okay, so I don't want to spoil too much because this is something you really gotta go watch. It's really good. And speaking of, link in the description, please show love to any of the creators and the creations I'm talking about in this video. Mario is just a laid-back plumber. Luigi, who is normally a coward in the games, wants to go to war and he has a cocky attitude. Peach wants to be a great leader so she can avenge her kingdom, and DK, well, it's a sad backstory. The interrogation scene is probably my favorite scene in the whole film, and yeah, it's a serious take on Mario, but it does have some good humor in it. The acting is really good for a project like this. In fact, a lot of the stuff in this film is really good. The background music, the animations, it's just chef's kiss. I don't know why I did that. Kind of odd. Okay, so I guess there is like one complaint, and it's like the DK costume, but I mean, they're working with what they got here. I doubt they will have enough money to just make a CGI Donkey Kong, but looking at the costume, it reminds me of that one SpongeBob episode I was scared as a child. You know, the one with the stupid monkey costume beating up Patrick and Sandy. Yeah, that traumatized me. Okay, so let's talk about the production of this project. Mario Warfare was directed, edited by, and written by Michael Moore and Christian Moore. The project was kinda in development hell because it was revealed that the original script was going to be similar to GTA, which you can watch early footage of right now. Again, link in the description. After watching it, I'm glad they changed the script because the final cut is really good. Like, I like how the characters are portrayed, I like the nice details, though I do wonder what this GTA Mario movie would have looked like. Also, because of the high quality and details here, the videos were kind of released months from apart, kind of like an indie animated episode. These took time, money to make, so yeah, you did have to wait, but man, it was worth it. So time to move on again. I don't want to spoil everything because again, you gotta watch it to enjoy it, but I will end it with this cool scene with a bunch of Nintendo characters. That's cool and all, but I laughed out loud when I found out this guy was playing Kirby. If the team ever makes another Nintendo movie, do a dark, mature take of Kirby, because that honestly makes sense when you think about it. Okay, time for a little detour.
Here we go.
Mario Fables was a show by the YouTube channel Inserd. Yeah, I was for sure not supposed to be watching this at such a young age. Now my mind is more fucked up than Mario whenever he's on the Wonder Flower. Honestly, it's very similar to SML with how the characters are portrayed, and also Robot Chicken with how the characters are animated with stop motion, similar to Robot Chicken. Man, coming back to these videos is honestly a trip. Mario and Peach just straight up hate each other like a toxic relationship. Luigi is a nice guy that just gets bullied by everyone. Toad and Toadette are annoying, and Toad wears he's green? Was he ever green in the games? There's also a shy guy who does some very not safe for work things. I would show an example on screen, but this shy guy has done 2 inappropriate things that I remember, and I'm not even sure if I could show it on screen. In fact, there's a lot of stuff in this web series that I can't even show because it's really crazy. So if you want to go watch it, link in the description. There's also Q&A videos and animations similar to South Park. Okay. Over the years, the channel has slowed down on content, but it seems Anthony, the guy running the channel, is making a third Q&A. So again, link in the description if you want to check out the channel and support the people running it. Okay, on to the thing I'm sure a lot of you grew up with. Mario Bros. Z. Just like cute Mario Bros, I did not grow up watching this, so I'm gonna be watching it for the first time, and as I go, I'll be writing down notes. So let's see what I have so far.
1 hour later.
So I'm almost an hour in, and holy shit, I have thoughts. So I'm watching the original series 4K remaster because it looks like the definitive way to watch the series, and I'm now just finding out there's a reboot in the works. Okay, so the plot is about Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi teaming up with Sonic and Shadow to track the 7 Chaos Emeralds before Mecha Sonic gets a hold of them. And damn, the animation is really good so far. I know most of the sprites used is from official games, but when the fight scenes play, it's really impressive. So it's kind of obvious this is a parody of Dragon Ball Z, which is something I also did not grow up watching. One of the episodes even references the "It's over 9,000" meme. So far, the plot has been pretty tame, and it seems like it's going to be a fun adventure till Sonic explains his backstory. That's where it gets kind of dark. So we learn of Mecha Sonic's origins, where he's a fusion of 3 Metal Sonics, and this was an era where Mecha Sonic was not really acknowledged much by Sega. This fan-made version of Mecha Sonic was so popular, it even got a reference in an official Sonic comic. That's honestly really impressive. This is why I prefer IDW's version of Sonic comics over something like Archie. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, so Sonic's friends just straight up die. At least I think they do. Because of Mecha Sonic, Sonic and Shadow are really determined to get the Chaos Emeralds back. And I really like how the characters are portrayed. So far. Sonic is always in a hurry, but he does show patience sometimes. Shadow is an edgelord, because again, this was an era where everyone was trying to be edgy. Luigi is a cowardly goofball, and Mario, well, it's just Mario. Oh yeah, there's a Yoshi that tags along, and he just gets straight up beat by a Mecha Sonic. I'm only an hour in, and yeah, this is better than the Olympic Games crossovers. Yeah, hot take, I don't really like those games. Kinda a waste of a crossover, to be honest. But hey, leave it to the fans with what Nintendo don't and what Sega gonna not do. I hate myself for that. I really want to express how good these fight scenes are, because I think the best use of the fight scenes are in the Axum Rangers episode. This was an episode I remember seeing popping up on YouTube back then, and I was getting confused, like, what was this? This is a battle between Team Mario, the Koopa Bros, and the Axum Rangers, and like I've been saying, it's just a joy to watch. And then Mecha Sonic appears, and oh boy, I wonder what's gonna happen. Oh, the episode ends. Well, next episode, oh hey, it's Wario and Waluigi. Anyways, back to the fight. Mecha Sonic was taking his sweet time, but he's finally here, and yeah, he just steals the whole show. He says the iconic line, and man, the music is so good. I'm not sure if the person behind this project made the music, but whoever did it, it's a remix of the Sonic 3 final boss music. It's really good. This robot is a heartless machine. He's willing to harm cream and cheese. Like, dude, chill out. But don't worry, the Power Stars give Mario and Sonic just enough power to take on Mecha Sonic for like 30 seconds. And I like how after the fight, Shadow just walks it off so casually. Like, yep, it's another Tuesday for me. Honestly, I have fun watching this. Even though I didn't finish watching it, I'm having fun, and I think it's really good. If you want to watch it, just go to the YouTube channel Mark Haynes, also known as Alvin Earthworm. Alright, moving on to the honorable mentions. No, cause for real, this was my shit back in the day. I didn't watch Mario Bros. Z because I was watching this gem. Yeah, the animations are really stiff and Eggman looks like that. The adventure is fun and it's a joy to see the characters interact with each other. And there's 4 episodes, and in the 3rd episode they added Crash Bandicoot. If I ever do a Sonic nostalgia video, I'm definitely coming back to talk about this. I really wanted to talk about this channel because I don't think it's talked about as much as I think it should, because it's honestly really good. Like, yeah, there's not really animation, but the writing is really good and the characters are really relatable. Never in my life did I think I will find myself relating to Chunky Kong.
Then there's Chunky.
It's me. Besides, I have no right to criticize animation when I pop out stuff like this. There's Donkey Kong Island, which has the DK crew working in a warehouse for crappy jobs, and their boss is King K. Rool, who is... Man, I'm gonna be honest. The writers just gave this guy the Doofenshmirtz treatment. I feel bad for him. I just want to buy him a sandwich and let him vent about life for a few hours. There's Bowser's Kooplings, which is about the Kooplings being Bowser's generals getting into crazy antics and occasionally getting into a final battle. Then there's my personal favorite, Carl, which is about Carl, an awkward guy who's in love with a girl named Grace. Him and his awkward friends are getting into trouble and often getting harassed by bullies. I remember binging this series throughout high school because I found it relatable, and the characters were fun to watch and see what their stories are going to be like. There's also War of the Frozen Flame, which is something I haven't watched yet, but I'm sure it's good. Oh crap, I almost forgot about this series, A Day with Bowser Jr. There's actually a lot to this series than I remember. The first few episodes is about Bowser Jr. beefing with this nerdy looking kid that I remember wanting to punch in the face so hard when I was a kid. There's also Ludwig, who is jealous of Jr. since Jr.'s in line of the heir of the Koopa throne. There's also Fawful from the Mario and Luigi games, so that was cool to just see him be used in this series. This was one of the things I kind of like watching the new and old videos, because it was fun to see how the channel grew over the years. The last video in this series came out 9 years ago, and it looks like Danny Waving, the person behind this series, is kind of doing his own project. So again, please check out these original projects and show some love. And now we're back. This was a fun video to do, and I hope you all enjoy. It was fun not only going back to see some of the things I grew up with, but seeing some of the things you guys grew up with too. Watching stuff like Mario Bros. Z and Cute Mario Bros. For the first time was really enjoying to watch. much. And going back to watch the older videos of SML and SMG4 was also a nice trip. By the way, if there's anything I got wrong in the video, please let me know in the comments. I'm just one guy. I can't get everything right, but I will try to fix it if I can. Also, let me know if there's anything you guys grew up with that I did not mention in the video. Share it in the comments. Well, that's it for this video. I'll see you guys later. Hope you're all having a good day. See ya and bye.